and Indy 95.3 and Fluent Radio. Shout out to our partners, Be Your Own Kind and MzZeewiththetea, honey. And thank you to our amazing sponsors, Tax Strategy, Black Dollar Days, Fiya Infusions, and last but not least, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Okay, tune in every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time and at 9 p.m. Eastern Time in Philly. All right, y'all, it's showtime. Let's get it.
What it do? Your favorite cousin Young Jock checking in, and right now you're tuned into the Blueprint Live with my favorite MzMetchi. All right, hey man, you know what it is. Keep doing what you're doing and keep it right here. Chill.
Yo, what's happening in? What's happening in? Oh, it's your $2 Fabo, Bankhead Fabo. Oh, hey man, check this out. I want y'all to tune in right now to the Blueprint Live with MzMetchi, and I want you to tune in every Thursday at 6:30 Central Time.
Yo, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I know what you should be doing. I'm the pride of the Eastside DJ MzTutter, and you need to tune into the Blueprint Live with MzMetchi.
Hey guys, this is Sandra from BossFluent Entertainment. We have some exciting news for you guys. Right now, we are looking for our next kidpreneur to be featured in our next issue of The Mag, BossFluent Entertainment's publication. If you have a child that is 15 or under and has their own brand or company and you would like them again to be featured in our next issue of The Mag, contact us today. We do have availability for 2 participants at the moment at $50 per spread. Again, that is a discount and offer is expiring at the end of July, so act fast. Please contact us today if you are interested at pr.fluentradio889@gmail.com. And remember, here at Fluent Radio and BossFluent Entertainment, we keep all things fluent.
Hey. Let's just turn over real quick. Happy Thursday. Let's go. Grab your drink. I got a White Claw in here, y'all. I'm drinking White Claws. And y'all make sure y'all get into this Not Them, okay? This is new wave. This is their new music that's out right now. It's available everywhere. Get it on. Let me get in these comments. I see y'all out here. Lauren, what's up, girl? Go ahead and drop your businesses in the comments. Go ahead and drop it for anybody that's new here. What's up, Auntie Tracy? Hey, beautiful to you. What's going on? I just had to rock out real quick. Happy Thursday, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of the Blueprint Live. Y'all, I am really, really excited about tonight's show, okay? Because I have one of my good friends, and y'all know I love to have a good kiki with my friends, okay? I love it. So I have Darren Brown that is in my virtual lounge right now. So y'all make sure y'all come through. Y'all, I want to let you know that you are going to leave and be so inspired by this man. For real, for real. Okay. I have known him. Oh my goodness. It seems like my entire life at this particular point. So I can't wait for y'all to meet him. Make sure that you stick around. Hey, Renita, thank you so much for tuning in, girl. Now, look, if you are on this live, I want you to share this live, okay, wherever you are. Tag your friends, tag your businesses, your coworkers, anybody that you know with a business or that's doing something out here. I want to hear about them in the comments. So make sure that you go ahead and drop that for me, okay? Now, look, you know we can't go any further without saying what's up to all the family, okay? So shout out to Fluent Radio, okay? Mixed Talk Media, Philly Jams 95.3 and Indy 101.5. So all my people, okay, Chicago, Jersey, Philly, Houston, okay, what's up? I hope y'all been having an amazing week, okay? We about to really get into it. Again, if you liked how, you know, the song that I opened up to, it's Not Them, New Wave. Y'all should already have them on y'all playlist because y'all like the other songs. So go ahead and add that to your playlist, okay? Let them know that we played it here on the Blueprint Live, okay? And who else? What y'all saying over here? Lauren said her businesses. Okay, make sure that you all, if you're listening, you're following Random Thoughts, Blunted Essentials, and Art with Lauren B. Y'all, she has some amazing art. For real. She make cards and stuff too. Did y'all not know that? Okay. Because maybe they missed the interview, Lauren. I don't know. Hey, everybody. Hey. I can't see your name, but hey to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay. And of course, where would we be without our amazing sponsors? Okay. Shout out to Fiya Infusions, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, Black Dollar Days, okay, and Paris Ice Bar. So I want you all to make sure that you're following my sponsors and getting in tune with them, and that you're also following Be Your Own Kind. Okay. You know, that's our partner. We love us some Be Your Own Kind, and Miss Zeewiththetea. I'm really excited because tonight's topic, y'all. Okay. It's going to be affection amongst parents and children. Okay. There was a post that Miss Zeewiththetea, she shared on her page. So if you all are not following her, what I need you to do is go and click that, and then you'll be able to see the story as we're going along. But there was a viral post. Okay. And I'm going to show it for anyone that's tuning in tonight. That Zeewiththetea shared, and there's been a lot of debate about it. And I honestly want to know where you all are coming from. It involves like parents and kids directly kissing on the lips. Yeah, I know it sounds silly, right? That's what I thought when I read it. I was like, this is something is preposterous. I don't understand, but we're going to get into it. And trust me, like when I show you all the photos, you're going to be a little bit like, I don't know. It was definitely something that was up for debate, and we are going to talk about it tonight. But without further ado, let me bring in my good friend, Darren Brown. Darren, you ready to go? Can I get the thumbs up? He is ready to go. Let's go ahead and bring him in.
All right.
Hey.
How you doing?
I am good. How are you?
Not bad for an old man. I can't complain, you know.
An old man. No, we are forever young, okay?
That's right. Thanks for having me on the show. I really appreciate it.
No, thank you for being here. Okay. So for those that don't know, okay, because you know we gotta let them know, Darren.
Okay.
You are the personal brand expert.
That's what they say.
Now, he and we were talking before I logged on, and just talking about how far his entrepreneur spirit it dated. And the first thing, and it was so funny, he said it before I could even like get it out, but Darren, you were like selling us all the snacks and stuff back in school. So like, you know, you've always had this spirit about yourself, right?
That's true.
And I feel like that it probably goes back way further than when we even met each other in high school, in grammar school. So right. Can you just kind of walk me through just like your journey? Like, when did you know, like, hey, I got to start doing some things for me?
Well, you know, being raised by my mom, I was raised by my mom and dad, but my mom was an entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. So I saw her build her business. Me, my brother, my sister helped name the business. I saw her go from starting a business in our living room to, mm-hmm. you know, delivering medical equipment to people's houses in the hood, like in her car. You know, we're in the car, her running in, and I just saw that and what it grew into, and I just thought that really inspired me, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, okay, naturally, you know, when we go to school, everybody kind of like parts ways, right? Yeah. So I felt like we always stayed in touch on Facebook, but by the time that, you know, we kind of circled back around with each other, at that time you had launched an organic cleaning company.
Right. That was my very first business, actually. Yeah. Like business.
And you did very well. Like you were on the organic, Darren. And I don't know if I ever told you this, but I felt like you were on that wave way before it was popular.
Now, you know, when I think about it, it's like you don't think about it at that time, but then you look back, like nobody was talking about green cleaning products and toxic, you know, chemicals, and until they, you know, mandated for Chicago public schools. So then I was able to get my products in some schools. But yeah, you know, it's crazy how, you know, time flies and you just learn as an entrepreneur from your mistakes and, you know, what works, you know.
And Darren, you know, at one point, I guess you could say I use this term, and because one of my guests said it to me, and I'm like, that sticks. At one point, you were a corporatepreneur, so you were still working, and then also, you know, catapulting in your business, like you were taking off.
Right.
How was that for you?
Well, entrepreneurship can be scary full time, especially with how volatile things are with COVID and some people losing, family members or jobs. And
Yeah.
so having that, say what you want. I'm a believer, until your business is really eclipsing your 9 to 5, you just got to double down and just do both. Don't walk away from your insurance and just do both, man. I'm sorry.
Because I did want to ask you, because you like I said, you've done so much and you really are the expert as this. When you get certain people that they'll give advice and say, hey, quit your job, go for it 100%. Like, do you feel that that's realistic?
Well, I mean, it depends on the situation. I think it's a big difference for people that are heads of household and have kids versus people that are just like, it's just you and you're single and you're young, take all the chances in the world. But I mean, not be so quick to risk, for my whole family. Not to say I would never, but it will have to be very calculated, and the business will have to be showing a recurring profit for a long time, and financially you have to be a good move. But I see people saying that jump in with 2 feet.
Like, just quit your job.
That's not for me, but maybe for somebody else. I'm not gonna knock it. It takes a lot. At some point, though, you do have to go for it, though. So I'm not saying never do it. I'm just saying make sure it's a smooth transition, as smooth as possible.
And you spoke about strategy, and what I loved after we connected, I can say, and I proudly say this, Darren, I was one of the first people to join your business group that you had on Facebook. And this is the thing, I see all of the posts on there. Tell me what the name of it now.
It's Darren Brown's business networking community, I think. Okay. But earlier, what was it? I forget what was it.
It was like Advantage, because I remember. Okay,
I changed the name a bunch of times.
You did. Okay, so that group, like I said, being one of the founding members.
Yes, you are.
How is it for you, Darren, to look back now, or to look at it now and to see how many people have joined the community and just how many resources and connections have been made? Like, what is that like for you?
Yeah, it's crazy because there was a guy that I had. So when I moved to Florida, there was a guy I hadn't talked to in like 3 years. Okay. And this is what brought everything home. He says, hey, man, whatever happened with that business networking thing you said you would start on Facebook? Did you ever keep up with whatever happened with that? So then it's like, I'm flashing all the way back to when I'm like, yeah, because I told him to join. He never did. But so now, of course, I mean, he grew up to over 11,000 or grew up to 13,000. I trimmed some down and whatever. Yeah. But, I liked it because I really tried to keep it like as a resource for people. Some people have bought houses from other people. Some people have, got into and gotten arguments. And so like, it's so much going on in that group that just because people aren't posting, like when somebody makes a post, there are people that are following who's commenting. It's very, very active, which is just, it shows the power of social media,
At one point you were like, we need some additional moderators in here because, and what I love, because Darren, I would imagine you're on social media all the time and you just get those groups where it's just like, you can tell the group is just a bad energy, but everybody in your group, we're doing business and we are supporting one another, and it feels rewarding for me to be a part of it, but I would imagine for you being the creator that it would feel that way for you too.
Yeah, I mean, it really does because that's the whole reason I started. I didn't start it to, make it where it's $100 to get in or you got to like all these rules. And I've been in some groups where it's like, dude, it's a freaking Facebook group where, you can do this or all your posts to decline. I hate that. Like, it's a Facebook group, man. Like, like, come on. So anyway,
lighten up,
Yeah, lighten up, man. It ain't that cheap.
You speak often about really being like authentically yourself when it comes to your brand. Was that something that you kind of noticed just in your experience that people needed to do more of?
Well, the reason why I guess so deep into branding and authenticity is because I just saw this thing, and I'm always, I love everybody. I'm always gonna be a little pro-black though. I love my people. Come on now. But I'm gonna throw it out there. But at the same time, but not to say, but of course, everybody should be proud of who they are and where they come from. That's right. I saw a lot of businesses, especially dealing so closely with so many entrepreneurs that are they want all these followers and how to grow your social media, but nobody was making no money from it. And the people that were making the money were the brands, the Tony Robbins, the Brendan Bouchard, Oprah Winfrey.
That's
don't get me wrong, they had the audience, but I just saw so many businesses like just so worried about the likes and the shares, and they weren't making any money. So that's why I really got into branding, because no matter how many viewers you have, if your branding is weak, or you know, you're not going to make no money. So that's why I got into the whole branding, the authenticity of branding. Sorry to be so long with this.
No, you take all the time you need. Hold on, I'm gonna get into these comments because we got a few people saying, hey, first off, we got Lady Fluent in the house. Shout out to Fluent Radio.
Fluent Radio.
Yes, we love us some Fluent Radio. That is family, and they just laughing. Brittany said, hey, okay, Olympia's gonna come up in here real quick. Okay. Right. Isn't it crazy our high school closed, Darren?
I did.
Yes, you know they put all of them in South.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know that. Dang.
They like totally consolidated our high school township, and I was just like,
really?
Okay.
But they did like a big nice remodel. I remember that?
They use it as a campus, and they take the kids over there. But that's weird. Yeah, I'm like, how y'all gonna take away the Olympian? They'll never take it away. Okay.
The Gork.
Lauren said you were the snack master.
Lauren Barnes. Dang, I haven't seen her in a long time.
Let's see. Platinum Credit Resources is helping individuals raise their personal credit scores like gas prices. Okay.
Platinum Credit Resources.
Yes. Okay. And Brittany didn't know that our school. Yes, y'all look it up. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wait a minute. What's going on?
Oh, sad.
So, Darren, okay, look. You know the big highlight that just recently happened to you.
Which one? What'd I do?
T-Mobile, baby.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy stuff.
Look, okay, so I want all of the deets. Like, how did everything come together? I mean, because, you know, this is the thing. If you all are not following Darren, he's already attached and affiliated, and, you know, he's got all celebrities, everybody.
A little bit.
You know, T-Mobile, that's my phone carrier, Darren. So, I mean, how did y'all get in tune, you know, where you could get on there and talk about business?
Well, my biggest thing is, and I made a post about this not too long ago about, you know, like sometimes you have an opportunity to do something big, but they want you to change, you know, who you are, what you do. I just turned down like another reality TV show, because I'm not going that direction no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wanted to stay authentic to what I do and what I talk about, and they really let me just do what I do. So that was pretty cool. It
was fun seeing you on TV too.
Oh yeah, they ran TV.
I forgot about that for a second.
You know, I've been putting in work for a little while now. So
those that know, okay.
I can't get away from that.
Okay, so you know, with that experience and just, you know, being able to like open up your platform and everything even more, you know, I mean, I just, it's like for me, I'm just like, what is going through Darren's head? He's doing so much great stuff.
Well, I mean, I was kind of nervous at first because they set up the cameras, and I'm thinking, okay. And then, so I asked one of the producers, I'm like, so how many people are on the feed? And he's like, I had 200, 300, no problem. So then they went live. And I'm so used to social media that I'm talking like, man, you guys, social media sucks. And they're like, dude, we have 100 million phone. We could just send it directly to everybody's phone. We don't need social media. So I'm like, excuse me. Oh. So we get in, and then I kind of give them like, they show me the feed, like how many people on the feed. So it was like 72,000 people on there. So I was like, my stomach dropped into my feet.
Oh my God.
Pronouncing all my words and stuff. So, you know, it was an experience. But I think I will say this, and again, I don't mean to be too long-winded, but
no, you're fine.
The biggest thing for those types of opportunities for like T-Mobile or Starbucks or TLC, People Magazine, any of the celebrities, like when people are posting in the social media now, to me, it's not about your likes, but all these major corporations, they're going to come back to see how your brand looks on social media if they want to attach themselves to you. So if you got, and again, I'm not using you as an example or anybody, but just as an example. Okay. If you got some ratchet stuff on your, so you need to have that on somewhere private. Like, so when people are Googling your name, they're looking at your brand, you want to have a very consistent brand that's entertaining, inspiring, and informative. So your social media presence is very, 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 very important. Absolutely. To seal those kind of opportunities. And then they want somebody that's established on social media too. If you're a nobody, honestly, I hate to say it, they don't want you if you have just no social media interaction. They want to know that you're comfortable on camera, you're comfortable making content, you know, they don't have to explain social media to you on top of, you know, whatever they want you to do. So,
all right. So all my people,
Yeah.
y'all better take note. Y'all better take notes
Right.
if you're trying to take it to the next level.
That's right.
Okay. So Darren, this is what I want to know from you.
Okay. What you got?
What are
Hmm?
I'm trying to think of a feasible number, because at the end of the day, first off, we want you all to get with the group, and you're still doing business consulting, correct?
Yes, but I got a story for that too. But go ahead.
Okay, so I would like to know what are maybe the top 3 mistakes that you see consistently.
Okay.
Because we just talked about it a little bit as far as with branding.
No. Okay.
Go ahead.
So first biggest mistake is I said you have to have some kind of digital product, some kind of subscription-based group. Like if you don't have anything else, you have to have something where people can see you, download your product. Because what this puts you in a position to do is it's a fly that just flew past.
Right. He is being so invasive.
Right. I'm about to grab him and put him on the screen. Anyway, and I don't stink. Anyway, so. But when you really get into like the down, even if it's just something simple like with you with one of you, like with your show, if you just did a download like how to start a radio show or how to start a podcast, tip 5 biggest mistakes. You gotta have something people can download so that way people can buy from you 24/7. There's no shipping involved, huge, or some type of subscription base. Also, I would say another big mistake I see is people that are rating their brands based off of the size of their social media engagement and posts. That's not it. Also, who you're following is a big one. I follow what I do. This is how I cheat. I will go to somebody like Barack Obama. Use him as an example, right?
Okay.
And Obama's never gonna follow me back, right? But I'm interested to see who is Obama following. Because he's probably following some people that are somebody's you just don't know who it is. So I kind of scroll through who he's following and pick out some people. I do that with some of the major television networks, some of the celebrities. Like who are these? Because there's a lot of big people behind the scenes, and that's how a lot of my opportunities come. I actually end up being friends with Mike Subert, and he's the CEO. Actually, I didn't know. I'm talking to him. He's the CEO of T-Mobile. So exactly, you never know.
Sugar honey iced tea. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. That's cool, you know.
Right.
So those are the biggest ones. Having some type of downloadable product or subscription group. I would say number 2, following the right people on social media. And number 3, like not gauging, not just trying to get more engagement, but actually getting into the business side of your brand, like your actual sales. Because you know your engagement and sales are not always consistent. That's my 3.
That's a word right there. And let me tell you all, I was also letting Darren know this before we logged on too. Darren is personally, not only is he my friend, but he has been my mentor. Like Darren, and when I came to you, I was just like, I'm at a place. And this is the thing. You can have multiple mentors because, I mean, shout out to Lady Fluent and Mr. Fluent from Fluent Radio. They have also mentored me with radio and everything, but you helped me as far as the branding part and the marketing part of my business and just how to be more effective. So right now, while I have you here, I got to give you your flowers, Darren, because
thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate
man, like when I tell them all the time, when I started my show in 2019, I never would have imagined that it would be available in 4 different cities and growing. Like the opportunities to still grow the platform is still present. You know, it's still in the works. And it wasn't until, I got engaged with your group too. So I'm going to have to add that another mistake is them not following the group. Okay. and really being in tune with that. Like it was a beautiful thing. I followed your advice, even down to, I was going live from my personal Facebook page. And you were like, you're not tracking your analytics. How are you doing? And he didn't say it like that. He was very calm, real cool, calm and collected. But he's like, no, you need to do it from the business page. And it doesn't matter if it's only 30 people that watch it the first time, it's going to pick up, you know? And now I like look back at it and I'm just like, that's a lot of growth.
That's right. And you notice now they've actually changed it to where you can have a creator page now. You can actually see your insights from the Facebook page. But, you know, what I always appreciate about you and with your brand, this is just like in my head, this is where I always see you. And this has happened for me too. And again, we're both out here growing our brands.
That's right.
But you never know when like T-Mobile is watching or NBC is watching, or you just never know who's watching. And then too, what I've always come to appreciate about social media content is that unless you really put hard timestamps on your content, it's really timeless because it's brand new to the people to see it for the first time. How long we been watching reruns of Martin? You know,
forever.
Think about the content we watch over and over, or you know, we see an episode we never seen before. Like content is timeless, you know. So
that's right.
You know, so you're crushing. I'm proud of. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Y'all, that means everything. I want to get into a little bit of these comments. Brittany said he definitely in the game.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
With the arms, you got to give it the arms.
That's right.
Renita said, "Keep your brand professional." Absolutely.
True.
And
well, hold on, wait. I want to say something about that.
Okay.
All right. I got something to say about this.
Talk to me.
All right. What's her name?
Bernita.
All right. So, yes and no. So hear me out. Because
I'm interested in this.
Because this is what's real. A professional brand, I get it, right? Like I get the professional side of your brand is the business side. Okay. However, like I would not suggest for any of my clients to alter who they naturally are for the sake of being professional in their brand. If you use the F word like Gary Vee, you use the F word. If your brand is who you are, and that's one thing that it took me years to really get into, instead of trying to be, and again, I'm not coming at her. I love
no.
But sometimes, honestly, professionalism on social media, and especially if you're like in entertainment and stuff, it holds less weight like it would corporate America. You know what I mean? So you know, don't really be too. Again, I'm not saying to be. Even if you're gonna be ratchet, there's a brand lane for that. Like Cardi B and them, like they make millions of dollars off of that. So like I would just say to truly be yourself, and then you won't have to change later. You know, you'll fit right into where people want to use you. But anyway, sorry, that's my
no, that's real. I can say that when I first started out, I was on an internet radio station, and it was a lot of like, you know, super strict rules or whatever the case is. And Darren, it wasn't until I started doing I took my show and I brought my studio to my home because I was like, you know, I'm like, we pay mortgage here. Why am I gonna go and pay somewhere else, you know, or get my sponsors to do that? Like I can put that into more putting stuff out. But I came back and I'm just like,
it's ain't me.
I can say whatever. I can relax. I can have a drink if I want to. Like, and you can get how I am for real, you know. And it was a liberating feeling.
I love that. It's and you make so much. And you know, I think in the world of everything being so fake followers, fake, because you know down in South Florida, you know how it is out here. Like it's all BBLs and fake lips and fake this and rented cars. It's so fake.
Life.
People are starved for authenticity. Authenticity's never been higher value right now. Yeah, it's everything's fake. So you know, that's just my.
No, that's for real.
Don't get me to preaching.
I was doing like the makeup stuff, and I would have like people inboxing me, and it's just like, you know, I bet you real ugly in real life, and I'm just like, you know, it would be stuff like that, and I started getting into like the transformation videos where I'm like, let me show y'all how I look for real before I get done up, because I'm like, I look just like everybody else. I know how to doll it up, so I'm like, let's just give a little bit more of that. Like this is me on an everyday basis.
Just you. I love that. But you've been cool. Everybody likes you. That's everybody like you though. That's the thing.
It just be some funky haters in there.
Everybody like you.
Lauren said, Darren dropping all the golden nuggets.
Appreciate it. Trying
to take notes. I agree. If y'all don't have y'all pen and pad out right now, or your notepad up on your phone, you a fool.
It's all good.
So, what's coming up for you? What are some things we can look out for?
Well, so for my brand, and I think for a lot of businesses that are online on social media, I'm trying to do the same thing with my brand as, you know, everybody else, trying to take it always to the top, right?
That's right.
So what that's looking for me now is to really diving into the exchange of time for money. I'm really trying to get away from that. So even my one-on-one consultation is up to $300 an hour, and I have fully booked weeks some weeks. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, making money, right? But it's still like, from being around some of the entrepreneurs that are at that $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a month level, it's digital products. It's it's ebooks, it's landing pages. Like if you really want to take your business like to the like that Lambo money, then you got to get into digital products or something where you're not exchanging time for money. So that's kind of where I'm taking my brand now.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
that's amazing. I'm you know what? I'm looking forward to what's coming up, and thankful, just as a friend and, as a mentor that you have let me be a part of your journey too. And just, that means everything, Darren. And I'm wishing you all of the best because you truly deserve it.
No, I appreciate that. And what goes around comes around. I've been able to, to help, and you've been able to help, and then we've gotten help, So it's an exchange. And, I like to, I surround myself with people that give freely. I give freely. I don't want to have to give. Okay, and I done shared this for you, and I shared that, and I never see nothing back. And I don't want to be around where I have to keep tabs and or people are making me feel like, I'm just, helping them. But we all help each other out. You know what I mean?
Right. So that's right.
So, the feeling is mutual. I appreciate you as well.
100%. Absolutely. And well, before you leave me tonight, let them know where they can follow you.
Okay, so everything is Instagram is my Instagram, Darren Brown at darrenbrown.ceo. And I just launched a subscription community where it's $49 for all you cheap people that don't want to pay $300. It's $49. But that's where I'll be uploading all of my content, all my premium content. So any question you might have, type in the search bar, and all my content will be strictly in the subscription group. So
I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that, Darren. Well, look, thank you so much for joining me. You enjoy the rest of your time.
Yeah, no problem. I love it, and keep up the great work too. And I've seen you start from the beginning. Maybe not. Well, actually, yeah, it was in 2019, right?
It was. I think you probably came in and I was like a few months into it, but it was still very fresh.
I remember because you know what? I remember before your internet signal wasn't all the way there. You only had one banner. You didn't have all them little sponsors.
I know. Darren, it was ridiculous. It was so ghetto.
But I hung in there and I came back when it came back on too to let you know.
Absolutely.
But you keep up the great work too. I see your brand growing.
And
it'll be cool when we see each other in like 10 years from now. Where we'll be,
Man, look, we're gonna come and tear down Florida. That's what we're gonna do.
Hey, come on down. Miami, South Florida, it's all open to you. Come on anytime. You and your husband, anytime.
It's lit. Well, look, Darren, thank you so much. And I'll talk to you soon. You already know.
Hey, anytime, just give me a ring or shoot me a message. I got you covered.
Absolutely. I'll talk to you soon, okay?
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
Bye. You too. Y'all make sure that y'all follow Darren, okay? I need y'all to know. Darren been on business. He has been on business. Do you understand me? Okay. He's not new to this. He's true to this. Okay. I'm going to take a quick break. And when I come back, I have tonight's Hate It and Love It. I think y'all going to kind of feel me on this one. So we'll be right back.
The Black Dollar Days initiative has officially kicked off. Make sure that you join founder Faye Porter in her mission in uplifting the Black community. You can join by registering your business or just replying that you're in and you're ready to be in on this initiative. Okay? Visit theblackdollardays.com and do what you need to do to be a part of this. Be a part of the change that you want to see. Make sure that you follow them on all social media and let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you. Hey, y'all, it's your girl, MzMetchi, checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop. All right, y'all, it's time for Hate It and Love It. Let's get into it.
I'm drinking White Claws, y'all. That's the first Love It. That's the first Love It. Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to kick it right on off, okay? I am having a thing with these White Claws. So I've been on my fitness journey for the last few weeks. Okay, it's been really good actually. I'm making I'm making my way downtown. Yeah, I was totally the one that like in the wintertime, I'm like, I'm a bear, give me cookies, like I was totally getting it in. But I like to cocktail from time to time. A couple days, out the week, I'm like, I want to have a little something. And the wine was doing too much for me. I was like, that's too many calories. It's too sweet. So I have me a White Claw. This is a pineapple White Claw. Y'all, it's delicious. It's delicious. Why didn't y'all tell me? And it's only 100 calories. Because part of my journey is now I'm doing this. Hold on, who is this? They said, I just started following him. Now I have found you. You two are super dope. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for tuning in. Please make sure, if you are a business owner, I would love to connect with you. Okay. I can't see your name on here. Drop your name in the comments. But I want to be able to definitely chat with you. If there's anything that I can do to help you promote your business, you let me know. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. But this White Claw, y'all. So yeah, it's 100 calories. That's going. I'm kicking it off. That's the love it this week. I can cocktail and not feel bad about it, or gain a lot of calories. So here's to that. My hated it. All right, hated it this week is the United States Postal Service. Yeah, I said it. For all the mail carriers, I know they actually do their job. So I love y'all. This is excluding y'all. So I have my Lavish looks. You all know if you can see the earrings, these are Lavish looks too. Make sure y'all shop with me. Okay. Soft plug. Mailed out a package on July 11th. Okay. I paid for it to be shipped within, I think it was like that 1 to 3 day window. I'm like, it's given priority. Yeah. And my customers just got their package yesterday. For those that need a little help. Yesterday was the 20th. I mailed it out on the 11th. It was supposed to be there within 2 to 3 days. It did not get in there until day 9. Hello. Hi. I'm sorry. No, 11 days. Because what? No, it was 9 days. Yeah, no, it was 9 days. I'm sorry. I got it switched around. Ooh. Anyway, still too much more time. Too much. It was only supposed to be 2 to 3 days. Okay. United States Postal Service, y'all are on my list. I would have done better just dropping it off personally in my vehicle. Okay. I don't know why they do that. They play too much. And then like trying to get in touch with somebody for the post office, like they literally just had the status like it's on its way to the next location. I'm like, did it get there? Did the package actually get there? Because I'm concerned. Okay. Auntie Tracy said, you get your money back. No, I didn't get my money back. Hey, cuz, we got Paris Ice Bar in the building. She said, you look beautiful. Thank you, cuz. I'll be trying. I was looking a little homely before. I was. No, I didn't get some of my money back. So this is the thing. Because it was delivered, like, I don't know. I just never have good luck as far as getting anything. But now that you say that, I am going to try to get reimbursed for that. So thank you all for putting that on my radar. That's on my to-do list. Okay. So then this one, I'm gonna share this with you guys. So remember, I was telling you all that my love it. Wait, hold on. Wait, y'all in the comments giving me this. She said we're on the same wave vibration. Absolutely, girl. Auntie Tracy said they didn't deliver as promised. Yeah, no, you're right. I'm totally gonna go after that. Thank you all for reminding me to let these people know that we're not playing no games. Okay. But no, I'm gonna share this with you. So y'all know I told y'all a few weeks ago that one of my coworkers had put in her 2 weeks and I applied for the job, right? Y'all ready for what happened? I want to know if y'all ready for what happened. Okay. Even if you're not, I'm going to tell you anyway. Because why not? So they ended up, they posted the position. I applied. Now, mind you, to give you all a little bit of reference as far as what I do, I'm in commercial real estate. I work at a building. I manage a high rise in the Chicagoland area. I'm a corporatepreneur. Okay. As I was trained, I'm on the management team, but my job is to strictly take care of things as far as with our tenants and vendors. I'm the services coordinators, which is pretty much I do everything. Okay. Just to give y'all a little frame of reference. So You know, I apply or whatever the case is, because what I didn't know up until a few months ago was that basically all of the tasks and the things that I do and that I'm trained on, I was doing anywhere between 60 to 70% of the tasks for the assistant manager position. I was already doing those things. Like, that's how I was trained. That's what I learned to do, you know? So I'm already functioning in that space. Before this young lady got ready to leave, she did show me the last few components, but we didn't really get to flush through it. But I kind of got the gist of it, if that makes any sense. So I was at a place where it was just like, it just would have made sense, like, hey, move her into the position. Now, to also give you all a little bit of frame of reference, the company that I do work for is broken into different sectors. Okay. So you got commercial, you got residential, retail, whatever it is that they do, we are a part of that real estate team. I happen to be on the commercial side. So naturally, when you look at the commercial side and you look at the management, there aren't any people of color, but I didn't let that deter me. I'm like, hell, you know, I'm qualified at this point. This is what I do. You know, this is what I know how to do. So I'm giving you all of this to basically let you know how I went. When I applied, I was told that the interviews were supposed to be scheduled for this week. The last day for the young lady that left was last Thursday. So we get to Thursday and I'm like, okay, nobody's heard anything. You know, everybody's being kind of hush hush. Now, to also give you some reference, I asked for reference letters, you know, from the people that I work very closely with, or that I'm helping to manage their team or manage some functions within their team. So out of all of those letters, everyone wrote it except for the people that were like, actually, you know, that I work with every day. Like, every day we go to the office, we're together. You get what I'm saying? I was like, oh, okay, you know, whatever. Still waiting on the interview date. So my manager gets a call. She kind of takes it. She was a little bit hush hush. I didn't really correlate that phone call to anything that she told me come Friday morning. So Friday, of course, the young lady that left, she was gone. It was just me. My manager had taken off. So she sends me a text and was just like, hey, can you give me a call? I'm like, no problem. I'll give you a call right now. So I called and she asked me to do a task. And then after that, she's just like, well, I have an update about the APM position. And I'm like, well, yeah, what's going on? Like, I haven't heard anything. I'm still waiting on an interview date, you know? And she's like, well, they're not going to be interviewing for the position. And I was like, okay, you know, what's going on? And she's like, well, they're going to be pulling a manager from another location to our location. And I was like, okay. So I'm processing this. And then she's like, well, don't, you know, just to give you a heads up, her position at her location is going to be posted. And I'm like, come again? Why would y'all pull her from her location and bring her to our location and then open up the position at her location? I don't understand. So then she, you know, goes on to tell me that this particular place may or may not, you know, still be under the same ownership. And it happens all the time. It's something that happens in corporate real estate, whatever. So I'm like, okay, but typically decisions like that aren't made until after, you know, they actually have a final decision on, hey, we're going to move forward with this property or we're not. You know, it's very cut and dry as far as that's concerned. So, you know, we kind of go through all of this, and she, you know, of course I was disappointed. I'm just like, man, you know, I'm like, here I am. I've got 7 letters of recommendation. And like, when I tell y'all, I was reading the recommendation letters from these people that I work with, and I never know that they understood the fact of how much I help them and how hard I go at my job and how, you know, really great I am at it. And I'm not saying that to be boastful or cocky, but it was like, they kind of got it and they put it on the letter. And here it was, my own team members was just kind of like, yeah, screw you. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So I was disappointed. So, you know, of course, me being who I am, I've been in corporate, you know, in the corporate environment for a very long time. I had to set a boundary. I'm like, hey. If you all didn't want me to interview and you all did not want to consider me, that's fine. But let me set a hard boundary of, I'm not going to train someone that makes more than me. I'm going to continue to keep doing the functions that I've been doing, but I'm not going to be doing anything in addition to that. Okay? Okay? Because you have to stand up for yourself. Like, if you don't advocate for you, who's going to advocate for you? Right? So, you know, because that's what it was turning into. I'm like, so why did y'all have this girl show me all of this stuff before she left? And then you weren't even going to consider it. You weren't even going to consider me. Like, baby, I could have stayed at my desk. She didn't want me in her office anyway, probably. Bing bong. Okay? So it was a little bit upsetting. So the hated aspect of it was this. First off, why didn't HR reach out to me? Bing bong. There's a problem. There's a problem. Okay. There's a problem. So we go through all of this. Then she's, my manager says to me, and I know that she didn't mean anything malicious by it. At least I would hope that she wouldn't. I can give her the benefit of the doubt as far as that's concerned. She's like, well, I don't want you to be bitter or upset. And I told her, I was like, as long as my check is deposited on the 2 dates in the month that it's supposed to be deposited, I'm not going to be bitter. When have I displayed being bitter? Okay. When have I displayed being bitter? I probably sound a little bit bitter now, but I'm talking to y'all. Y'all my family. I can talk to y'all. But at work, I'm very diplomatic when it comes to work. I don't play that. I'm like, look, you're not going to play in my face. You're going to respect me. You're not, we going to do this, but we're not going to do that. Okay. That's how I approach things. So I said what I had to say. I was like, I'm very salty. I'm like, it feels some type of way that you all couldn't even like give a recommendation or do anything, but that's fine. I have 7 letters of recommendation that I'll be able to use at a later time. Okay. Then she goes on to tell me that the position that's going to open at the girls' building that they're pulling her from. Oh yeah, you may or may not want to do that, because it's like you don't know where things are going to turn out. And I'm just like, well, what a way to discourage stuff. But okay, I'm gonna take what you're saying. You giving me tea without giving me tea. Okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna trip about that. I'm not gonna trip. But then the girl comes Monday, didn't know what day she was actually coming. So she came Monday. And I'm like, okay, hi. Ends up, she walks in, y'all. Now let me tell you about a meeting that happened a few weeks ago. I go to this meeting with my manager, and I look this girl dead in her face and speak to her like, hey, how you doing today? Baby, she looked me up and down and grabbed her plate and kept walking. I just said, well, ooh, all day. Okay. So her eyes was bugged out, baby, when she walked in the door, and I was sitting there. Cause I'm like, baby, you couldn't even speak a couple weeks ago. What's up? Hello? Hi, girl. Welcome to the building. Okay. So we went through that whole little song and dance, but so not only this, I still get screwed, y'all. So this hated, I know it's a little bit long, but go with me. Okay. So then she comes, my manager's like, she ain't did nothing to get her onboarded at this particular point. So it's like, they trying to ask me for help. And I'm like, that boundary that I had, I had to enact that real quick. I'm like, here's the email and here's the website that you could go to get everything established. You might want to copy in the manager so she can give approvals for anything that they ask for. Bing bong, don't come over here, because again, I'm not doing anything for somebody that's going to make more than me. I'm not going to train you on your job. What? What? I couldn't believe it. Then they tell me, my manager's going on vacation next week and not coming back until, the first or the third, one of the things in August. Then the girl, she still got to go and work at the other building. That was the other kicker. Ooh, she got to go work at the other building 1 or 2 days out the week and still work at our location. But they got the position open at her location, and she could have stayed at her location, and then we could have ran our location, right? The girl come back and she say, she going on vacation too. I said, So here I am, the person that technically on the totem pole, I'm in the building, but I'm right at the bottom. I got to run the whole thing while y'all both on vacation. Somebody make it make sense. Why did you even have to come over here that early? You could have came after y'all vacations had elapsed. Does somebody feel me on this? Because if I'm doing too much, just tell me. But I felt like it was all super weird. It was weird. So needless to say, in wrapping up that hated it, I'm going to get into these comments real quick. Lauren said to take that stand. Yes, I had to take a stand and establish my boundaries. Y'all not going to play in my face. Yep, Auntie Tracy said, that's crazy. That's like a slap to your face. It's surely what it felt like. And I was sad, y'all. Friday, I came straight home and I went straight to sleep. I didn't want to talk. I put that phone on Do Not Disturb. My husband is my only exception on there. And once I'm on Do Not Disturb, I don't want it. I don't want to talk. Okay. And that was my mood on Friday. I'm like, I need some comfort food and I'm finna go home. I'm done. Auntie Tracy said, why pull someone else from the same job and open up the same position? Bing bong. The same question that I had. Lauren said, but she probably said, don't be bitter because she knows they're going to ask you to train a new person. Baby, you can ask away. And Lauren said, well, hot diggity dang. Yeah. For sure. For sure. It doesn't make sense. I agree, Lauren. It does not make sense. I could not understand that line of reasoning. And then only for this person to get here and they're not familiar with our practices and how we do things. So you essentially starting from the bottom when you didn't have to start at the bottom. You were already 60 to 70% of the way there. I already did those tasks. I would call and talk to my other coworkers or ask them stuff when my managers were out. And they would be like, girl, why are you doing that? That's the APM's role. Literally, I literally had 3 different coworkers that I've called them on different instances and asked them about something because I was stuck and I needed help. And they like, well, let me get my manager, their manager being the assistant property manager. It's a slap in the face sometimes. Because, and I'm sorry for any of my people who are not people of color that are listening to the show, but I got to get real and I can only talk about my perspective in terms of, let's be real. It is hard for Black people sometimes, like when we go to these jobs, because realistically, like we're the best. We are not, and not the best, like in terms of that, but it's just like we got a good work ethic about us. And I'm not talking about the people that's not about their stuff. I'm talking about the upstanding, like my Black men and women that go to work and you do your thing and you hustle. Your metrics is on point. Anything that they analyze about any work that you're doing, it's on point. You are on point. You the sharpest thing in the office. And you get passed up because of how you look. Yeah, I go to work with my nose ring and all that other stuff because I show up authentically as myself. Take me as I am. But I know that I've been doing operations realistically, and I got my girl Kim on here. She said, I'm sorry to hear that. Sis, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry, because I'm going to talk to you. We'll talk about the plan. But needless to say, like, it's hard being in those things. It's like you hustling hard, and because of how you look, because of how you could be perceived, why was the first thing that I was going to be bitter? Like, it's not even a bitter thing. It's more so disappointment. You feel me? Because it's like when you know that you qualify and you get passed up, it makes you feel away. But in those moments, I have to take my moment. I tell y'all all the time, allow yourself to have a moment, an episode, or a season. So yes, I felt disappointed. Yes, I was hurt. There were a few different factors as far as the things. I felt bamboozled. I felt like that they were playing in my face for a moment. But then I had to sit down and I had to pray about it. And then I had to ask God to just help me during this time where maybe my vision isn't 100% clear to continue to see my worth. You get what I'm saying? Because just because somebody else don't see it doesn't mean that you are not worthy. Okay. So, for me, my next position, like, because I'm going to still do media and pursue that. But I like to have multiple streams of income. So yes, I don't mind going to work and doing my business and doing other ventures to make money. Right. I don't care about having a 9-to-5. Y'all pay for the insurance. I need it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But my next position, like, I will be at a regional type of level. Like I don't talk too much about what I do, but all I can tell you all is this, like, and it's not like Tommy from Martin, but I actually do some stuff. I am very, 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 very good at operations. That is what I do. I can go into any niche. I can go into any corporation, anywhere, and I can identify their process. I can identify weak points in their process. I can identify structures or strategies of what they can put together to be more efficient in their process. I make businesses money. I have saved businesses from tanking. When I worked for Regis, I went to a center that had $500,000 in debt and I collected it in 34 days. I don't play games when it comes to certain things. You get what I'm saying? And this is the thing. Black men and women, if you in corporate, pop your stuff sometimes. Okay? Let them know what you're really working with. Yeah, I know how to do this 10 times over. So I had to take a moment to recharge and come back from that, because y'all got to know it was a salty feeling to go into that office and to know that it's like y'all gonna keep on asking me to do stuff to tell somebody else when I could have did it myself. Their loss. And I'm gonna still go to work. I'm gonna still give my all because I love my people. I love my people that I work. I love my building. I love everybody. But my whole thing is pop your stuff. I'm the bomb at what I do. So my next position, I'll be the one calling the shots. And that's on every aspect, on my entrepreneur journey, on that journey, on my corporate journey, my corporatepreneur journey, all of that other stuff. I will be the one in the position. I'll be sitting in the seat. And there will be somebody that they won't care about how I look. They will care about the true operational excellence that I bring to the table. So I want to share that with y'all because that's real. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real. Like, granted, and am I comfortable now? Am I in my position? Yes, but I need more of a challenge. I deserve more. You get it? Maybe I deserve it because I put in the years. I've got the experience. So when somebody tries to trump you, or they try to tell you you're not able, or they try to be like this, no, this is not your time. No, you decide that. Like, I know what my plan is due to the different things that I have going on in my life and what I'm trying to do. But you're never stuck, right? Like, and when in a relationship, at a job, on a vacation, wherever you at, if you're not feeling comfortable, or the vibes is off, or they did something, they played in your face, or they try to tell you, no, it's not really like that. You have the power to do whatever it is that you want to do, but be strategic about it. Okay, so that's my whole little spiel. I just had to tell y'all about it, because for real, y'all, it was a mess. Lauren said, God is going to bless you. I believe that. Absolutely. I prayed to him. I was like, Lord, I feel so sad right now. Lift me up. And he lifted me. He lifted me. Auntie Tracy said, in that order, they're lost. Absolutely. She also said, well, this person should know the ropes. Why ask you? Bing bong. That part. They should, but they don't. But a lot of corporations, and I'm not saying that this is specifically for my company, because at the end of the day, like, you know, they decent people, they good people. I'm not saying nothing bad. I'm not talking about that, but they made a raunchy decision, but they still all right. You know what I'm saying? They still okay. But some corporations, it's like, if they don't think aesthetically that you look good. I mean, how about my people that have, you know, beautiful locks? You know, I had one of my girlfriends, Dana Augusto. I love her. That's my sis. You know what I'm saying? She had her picture. She has beautiful locks, you guys. She had an updo for her professional pictures for her company. And they airbrushed and made her stuff, like, they made her look crazy, because they wanted her hair to be smooth and for her to not show her locks. You get what I'm saying? And mind you, what she does, she's a very important person as far as in her industry. So it's like they did that to us. It's like they don't want you to be there because of the aesthetic. They're not looking at the fact of what you could bring to the table. Okay. That part. So yeah, I just had to share. But y'all already know it's going down on tonight's What Would You Do, right? I know y'all know that. Let's
get into today's What Would You Do? Where we're talking about real situations with real people and offering real solutions.
Okay, y'all. So look. Now I saw this one. Y'all, it's bad. It's bad. Shout out to Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media. All my people that's tuning in, y'all know I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all. Let's get into it. So y'all just let me know if y'all ready, because I saw this one. This one was in my my reality talk group. My husband suggested that we should be more stable financially before we make babies, and I agreed with him. 6 years later, I started complaining to him that it's high time that we welcome our own babies. He said, just a little patience. So instead of arguing with him, I stopped using my pills. Along the line, he noticed and complained bitterly that I wanted to destroy his long-term plan for us. He said the money in the joint account is for our babies, and that we will soon get to this target. Few weeks after, on my way from the office, I visited my in-laws to give them some food. On my way out, my husband's younger sister decided to see me off to the car and told me that we needed to talk, but not here, and that I must not tell my brother. What my sister-in-law told me was like a movie to me, that my husband has 3 children with his childhood lover, and they're relocating out of the country soon. She said she was so sorry that she couldn't hide it anymore, and because of my kindness to the family. After hearing everything, I prayed to death, but it never came. I decided to take a day off from work to search the house to see if I can get any documents to confirm what she told me. It's true. I found all the documents I needed in the storage, not in our room. Oh my God. I took all of it. International passports, visas, even money, our money. Now he's looking for it and he can't ask me. At this stage, I'm tired. I don't even know what to do next. I need advice on what to do next. Tear the visas and the passport up, raise absolute hell in this house that he can never forget. The joint account, should I empty it first? I need advice. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Girl. Oh, oh, this, oh. First off, sometimes when they be like, snitches get stitches and all this other stuff. This time, I'm not even mad at the sister-in-law. I'm not even mad at the sister-in-law. And I had to be honest. I was like, when I bring this on for the show tonight, they going to be like, you so phony, because you going to be like, why did she say something? So shout out to the sister-in-law for being being real, being very real, and looking out for her sister-in-law and making sure that she didn't wound up pregnant and left by herself. Because this man was not only going to be moving with his first child's mother, he is also moving out of the country. Okay? I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Hold on, wait. Let me get into these comments before I go into my stuff. Lauren said, was it agreed upon total? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. She said, press pause, squad up time. And Lauren also added to empty that account because he was. So this is the thing. Okay, I'm going to give y'all, and y'all may not agree with it. Y'all may not agree with it, and I'm okay with that. Personally, I would not tear up the visas or the passport. I, however, would. I'm petty. Hi, my name is Demetria Brown. They also call me MzMetchi, and I am petty. Any dollar or amount that I have added to that joint account, I will be politely transferring it to another account. I will be at the bank. I need X amount, and I need a cashier's check for the remainder to make sure that it's safe. Please write the check for me. This is my account. Because I got to get the money and stuff straight before me and him even have a conversation, right? Like, get your coins, sis, because those are literally your coins, right? And for the headache and hardship, depending on the amounts that we're looking at, I'm taking anywhere between 15 to 25% interest, just for the heartache. Just for the heartache. I add that to the balance. Yep, I'm taking that. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. And I'm gonna put your visas and your passport back. And I'm scheduling me some movers or whatever the case is that's going to be available the very next day to come and move every last item that I have up in here, every last item that I done bought, or whatever the case, whatever I spent my money on. And I got to go. We about to get up out of here. You done wasted my life for 6 years. No. I don't agree with taking everything. I don't. I tell my husband all the time. I mean, we've been together for 11 years. Oh my gosh, we've been together for 11 years. And we've been married for 4 years. And I tell him, I'm like, should there ever be a time where we have to part ways, right? I'm fair. I don't want to take you for everything that you got, because I wouldn't want somebody to do me like that. You're going to have to pay the piper a little something. But I'm not looking for alimony from you. I'm not looking for anything. Because this is the thing. When you self-made, when you got your own stuff going on, you get what I'm saying? Like, you're not hard up. I don't need you to pay for nothing for me once you leave. Once you walk out that door, what they say on Sisters and Sisters, don't come back no more. Do you feel me? Okay. Once you leave, you gone. I don't need to take everything from you. If I ever loved you, or if I ever cared about you, hey, you gonna need some furniture or something, because 9 times out of 10, the women probably the ones that bought all of the stuff. You gotta go buy your own plates and forks and stuff like that. So I ain't gonna leave you high and dry. Okay. And if we got kids and you do right by your kids, I don't need to take you to court. You just better show up every other weekend and do what you need to do. Okay. When somebody is plotting on you like that, you got to leave them in the dust. You got to leave them in the dust. Okay? It's no need to tear it up, because guess what? You're not doing nothing but just delaying the inevitable. But baby, if he want to go over there and be with the gal, he needs to get out of Dodge anyway. Take that to another country. We don't even need that. But my whole thing is like, I'm not acting erratic with you. Like, I'm not doing all of that other stuff. Like, for me, I learned a long time ago. Well, of course, even well before I met my husband. Like, if you're not rocking with me the way that I'm rocking with you, we don't have to rock with each other at all. And I mean that on every aspect of any relationship that I have with somebody. I don't need to be around you or be with you if you're not really rocking with me like that. So if you want to go, go. Right? Lauren said, thank the sister-in-law, hug her and wish her well. Yep, like she is trying to do. Yeah. And she also said, you petty. No, I am. I'm taking all the money for all the stress and lies and wasted time. Have a nice day. Sorry, not sorry, because he sure isn't. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, sis. I'm taking mines with a little bit of interest. I am. Just enough for them not to overdraft the account. And then take me off this account. Take me off this one. Let that be his burden. Close this account. As a matter of fact, close it. I'm authorizing it. You don't need 2 signatures. I used to work in banking, baby. As long as one of them show out. Lauren said he can have the passports and other paperwork that's yours. Yeah, I'm not going to tear up nobody's paperwork. Because, I mean, who's ever had to go down to City Hall to get this? Never mind. Okay. No, the courthouse, child. Markham Courthouse specifically for all my Illinois folks. Yeah, it's just, I'm not gonna tear up his visa and his passport and all that other stuff. You can just go. It's totally okay, and be okay with that. Like at the end of the day, some people are gonna cheat or do bad things, and whatever you do is not gonna be enough because that's just inherently who they are, right? That's just who they are as individuals. It has nothing to do with your worth and what you can bring to the relationship or bring to the table. So that's where I'm going to leave that on that. Lauren, I think me and you on the same page, except for Lauren says she going to get the full bag. She's not taking a partial bag. And sis, to that, cheers. I'm not even mad at you. Kim said, release him. He's terrible. Absolutely. Another country? You done held back your little swimmers. And you got 3 other kids. Well, I can see why you doing that. But you couldn't have said that? What? Y'all, it's absolutely ridiculous. I told y'all this what would you do was gonna be off the chain. So it's just it's not giving what it's supposed to give. So girl, leave him. I'm gonna take a quick break. When I come back, I've got tonight's What's Happening, What's Up. It's going down.
Calling all beauty enthusiasts. If you haven't already, be sure to check out Prima Lash and Beauty Supply. They have trendy lashes, lash supplies, and many products catering to your beauty needs. Shop online at primalashandbeautysupply.com or visit them in store at 755 West 35th Street in Chicago, Illinois. Be sure to follow them on Instagram at Prima Lash and Beauty Bar. And don't forget to subscribe to their mailing list for special discounts, updates, and exclusive news.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Gary P, the DJ of Boot Camp Radio. You're tuned in right now to Blueprint Live with MzMetchi. Let's go.
Time to get into what's happening and what's up in these streets. Let's get it.
So Tristan Thompson was walking with another girl overseas, y'all. That was messy, wasn't it? No, that's really what's happening and what's up in the streets. Last week we reported that Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson were, they're having another baby via surrogate, and yeah, he got caught holding some girl's hand. Oh, baby, when she gonna stop? When she gonna stop messing with him? She needs to stop messing with him. Oh, y'all still talking about this? What would you do? She said he wanted no ties to her. He just wanted her money. Sis, I agree. He was trying to come up off a bag, and I'm like, that's a long struggle to try to get the bag, baby. That's long. That's pitiful. It's not giving what it's supposed to give. So, yeah, that's that on that. That's that on that. For my people in the Chicagoland area, okay? You can bounce into the weekend at the world's biggest bounce house, okay? It's stopping at Elk Grove in the Chicago suburbs, and it is open this Friday. So if you like me and you like a big kid and you want to go and like hop on some stuff, big bouncy houses for adults, Yay! I'm still trying to get to the trampoline place. Who want to go to the trampoline place with me? Everybody don't raise your hands at once. All right. Yeah, so that's going down. So if you are in the Chicagoland area, make sure that you check it out. Okay. It seems super fun. Like, I would love to go and do that, like off the Casamigos. That's my new thing. Y'all, I'm loving tequila right now. That's really what's happening. What's up? You have to shout out to the first Black woman to create a brand of disposable bedding and towels to use when traveling. Okay. IMB Luxury. Y'all, that is definitely a business that's on the radar. And y'all, she is on my list of people that I want to have come on the show. Y'all pray for me as I try to lock this interview in. I haven't even reached out yet, but I am, okay? Because she is super dope. Her brand, super dope, okay? I am B Luxury. So y'all make sure y'all go and follow her, okay? She is the first Black woman to create something like this, okay? Protect her at all costs. Lauren, the bouncy house, they're saying that it's going to be located out in Elk Grove. That's going to be where that particular tour is stopping at. So yeah, make sure you go and look it up, and I'm sure that they'll have other dates as well. Okay, so have y'all been keeping up with what was going on with our boy Ricky Martin? Oh, did y'all hear about it? He had a whole sexual abuse and harassment case that was filed by his nephew. Okay, his nephew. They dropped it, and they also dropped the restraining order that he had in place. You know, his nephew said that he was doing stuff. Y'all. When I first read the story, I was like, not Ricky Martin. Not Ricky Martin. What? I don't understand. I don't get it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, not Ricky Martin. Not living La Vida Loca. What? Yes, Lauren, his nephew filed a sexual abuse and harassment case. He said that he was, violated, and there were, some other gruesome details of the story that I'd like to not discuss right at this time. But needless to say, all of those charges and the restraining order that his nephew had against him were dismissed. So, clearly, I guess you can say when those things happened, there wasn't really any evidence. And Ricky Martin came out before the trial and said, like, this is absolutely not true. His brother also vouched for him as well, that, this isn't it. And it's like, when you think about it, it's like Ricky Martin, like, he's literally living his best life. Speaking of weird people, the trial for R. Kelly's manager opened this Tuesday on charges that he forced the cancellation of a screening of a documentary about the singer's sexual abuse of women and girls by calling in a threat to the crowded Manhattan theater. So R. Kelly's manager made a call basically to have this theater shut down, where they were going to be viewing the documentary about R. Kelly's abuse against, young girls and women. Y'all cannot be calling in threats and doing stuff like that. Like, that's not nothing that you take lightly. You ever been a part of an evacuation of a big place because somebody that made a bogus bomb threat? And it was not even real. It was not even real. It's so much that goes on when you have to go through something like that. It is ridiculous. Y'all cannot do stuff like that. I still feel like that with that whole R. Kelly thing, he shouldn't have been the only one to go down in that situation. He had a lot of allies. I'm going to leave it at that. So have y'all seen the Sesame Street video? It was like the Sesame Street place or something, like a festival going on, and the actual like little Elmo like totally disregarded two little black children and was, heavily greeting all of the other children of non-color that were at the event. I don't know if you guys heard about that. Well, the Sesame Place video, it continues to apply pressure. Okay, so the family is applying pressure. And they're calling the park out. They're just like, hey, you know, this is what's going on. So they now have they did a press conference in New York about it. And, you know, I mean, they're taking it to the next level as far as that's concerned. Like, it was so bad. Yeah, Lauren and my auntie saw it. Yeah, y'all, it was so blatant. It was so blatant. You couldn't really deny it at that point. I was like, you know, anyone that's trying to deny this, do you have eyes? Do you have here? Are they the heels? Have eyes? What are you doing? So they're putting some, you know, they're kind of putting the smack down as far as that's concerned. So yeah, I'm hoping that they can get some type of resolve, because that was just such blatant disregard for those babies. And I'm like, how can you do that to the babies? And they were so excited to see them. And anybody that does stuff like that to kids is just not really a good person in my eyes. And I stand on that. Auntie Tracy said she would have pushed him. Me too, girl. Speaking of other crazy people that's doing stupid stuff. So a school board candidate in Florida said that doctors who prescribe gender affirming treatments to transgender children should be hung from trees. Did y'all hear what I said? Did y'all hear what I said? Hold on, I'm going to read this comment from Lauren real quick. She says, Sesame Street Parade. If my babies would have been muffed like that, I may be on ABC, WGN News. Baby, don't forget Fox. You got to get on Fox. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Yeah, did y'all hear what I said, though? A school board candidate in Florida said that doctors who prescribe gender-affirming treatments to transgender children should be hung from trees. Only in Florida. Only in Florida. Okay, this was reported by WGN News today. I absolutely could not believe it. I could not believe that he said that, y'all. What? Yeah, that was my reaction too, Lauren. She said, here we go, hang from trees. Right, that part. That's what I said. I'm like, how dare you? How dare you say that? Y'all, the world is going crazy. Look, whoever you pray to, baby. As for me and my house, we know Christ up in here, because these folks is acting a fool. They doing the most, not the lesser. They doing the most, not the lesser. Lauren said, what is wrong with people? Yeah, I'm trying to figure the same thing out. She said, I cannot. Me either, says it's giving low-key ridiculous. And it's a little bit too much. But, you know, that's definitely what's happening and what's up tonight. Let's get into the topic of the day now.
Now it's time for the Blueprint Live's topic of the day. Let's get into it.
So, okay, I'm going to go ahead here, and I want to share my screen. Okay, can you all see this? Hold on. I'm going to make myself little over here. Okay, so shout out to Miss Zeewiththetea. Okay, she shared this. And I was like, what in the world is going on? So, tonight's topic, I definitely wanted to talk about affection amongst parents and children, because this post, naturally, it was, you know, it got a lot of responses from different people. They were a little, you know, some a little bit more freaked out than others, but it wasn't really like it wasn't the best response. My aunt, did she say the most? She said the most. Lauren has a sad face. Okay, Lauren has a sad face. She said not cute. So, okay, I want to talk to y'all, okay? Because, you know, I mean, if your dad was not personally like around you, I just want to talk to those that had, you know, some type of male figure in their life, right? So, you know, naturally with babies and stuff, you know, like little babies, little kids, little, you know, just the little ones, you'll want to like show affection or, you know, do different things like that. But I will say this, and this is my experience. I cannot speak for anyone else's, but my experience was that when I became of a certain age, my mother had the conversation with me that you are not to like be sitting on men's laps and doing different things like that. That's not how you conduct yourself. You know, don't let anyone touch you here and here. You know, we had that talk. Okay. I don't think we need to go too in detail with that talk. Right. So this is what it was. And as far as my dad has been in my life for all of my 34 years of being here on earth. And we have never, to my knowledge, okay, like, I mean, I can remember a lot of things back even from childhood. We've never kissed on the mouth. I'll give him a kiss on the cheek. He'll give me a kiss on the cheek. We hug one another. We embrace one another. But when I first saw this picture, when Zeewiththetea posted it, shout out to Ms. Zeewiththetea. You all make sure that you're following her for the latest tea, okay? When I first saw it, I thought that it was a couple until I looked very closely, because she shared the picture by itself without the logos and everything on it. She shared that on her personal page. So when I saw it, I was like, dang, she looks kind of young, right? Like she looks like a little girl. And then I read the context of what she was saying, and I was just like, oh my goodness, that is a little girl. Like, the posture of the entire photo, you know, it at first glance, it looks like that it could be a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you know, someone, they're a significant other, right? Never would I have imagined that was his daughter, right? So I just had to show y'all that real quick, because I was like, okay, you know, I'm like, it's giving a little bit inappropriate. So the guy's name was LaRon DeMarco Ray. He posted this adorable picture of himself and his daughter. And it gained a lot of traction on social media, you know, and they were pointing out how inappropriate it was, including the kiss on the lips and her kind of like, you know, them posing as if they were a couple. So LaRon stated via his Facebook that he'll always love on his daughter no matter what people say. The viral photos now have over 6,000 comments and shares at this time. So, I mean, what a way to go viral, right? You know, like, it's, let me get into these comments. Lauren said, babies, absolutely. This girl's age, absolutely not, in my opinion. My dad has never, ever, ever, ever done anything like this. Never. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Lauren. Like, I've never, you know, I mean, you know, I can remember how young I was when, you know, when my mother was just like, hey, you know, when we're going to walk with a towel, and this is why we have a robe, you know. Oh, my mother, y'all, I miss her so much. She was just such a lady, right? She was such a lady, but she had that like fierce tenacity where it was just like, she'll still go there with you. If she, you know, I guess in today's terms, she'll get a little ratchet with you if she needed to, but she was such a lady as far as like how she taught us how we needed to dress and conduct ourselves, especially in the presence of men, you know, to be respected, and to you know, you're not going with all of your, you know, your boom boom and your tum tum out, you know, you're not doing all of that. You can, you know, there was a certain way that she taught us how to conduct yourself, and myself and a lot of the ladies that I know. So, you know, Lauren has been one of my girlfriends since high school. You know, the way that we carried ourselves naturally was what our parents kind of put into us. So there was a point where it's like, no, you're not sitting on everybody's lap. And if you're not comfortable with this particular person, or if they touch you here, if they do this, or if they do that, they shouldn't be kissing you on your mouth or doing all of those things. And I would imagine, I'm not a parent yet, but I would imagine that from my mom, that was pretty uncomfortable to have to talk to your kid about. Like, hey, everybody don't mean you well. You might go sit on that man's lap and he might like it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I would imagine that's probably a hard conversation to have with your kid, that is just like something that was probably so innocent when they were 1 or 2 is no longer appropriate at 12 or 13, right? Like, which is the age that this girl looks. I personally don't think that it's 100% appropriate. Like, if I had kids and my husband was just like, oh, we gonna on the lips, and my child is like walking, talking, and almost have a menstrual cycle, no, y'all don't need to be kissing on the lips, because that's weird. That's weird. Okay. Auntie Tracy said, yes. You know, Auntie Tracy too. They were real like, my Auntie Tracy, you gonna keep your nails and toes done. You got to keep yourself looking right. Keep yourself together. You know, these are the things that I know from the women in my life. And my mother would have never taken no picture of me kissing my whole father, Zachary Coleman, in the mouth. Because why are y'all kissing in the mouth? Why would I want to kiss you in your mouth? Lauren said my mother did the same thing. Yeah, girl. I'm saying, and it's like, I didn't like the fact, this is the thing. It's not so much as the fact that I didn't like that they were sexualizing it, right? You know, because naturally that's the thing that you think of. They looked like a loving couple in that photo. They didn't look like that they were daddy and daughter, right? So I don't agree with them. Like, you can't sexualize like a man, you know, a father showing his daughter affection. There's nothing wrong with that. But we do have to put certain things in place, because guess what? It's like if she walks up on Todd at work and she's just like, oh yeah, they giving each other an embrace, and she's like, I'm finna kiss you now. Some things just aren't appropriate, right? Like, it's just not appropriate. Or if she's going to school and she's like, I'm gonna kiss every guy now because I do this with my dad, so why can't I do this with you, right? Like, some of those values and those customs that are passed down to us, right? Or the ways that we kind of live our life, it's kind of inherited by our experience, right? You know, so it's certain things where it's just like, yeah, you know, like when I became of age, I would start to grow breasts and different things like that. You know, not that I was walking around the house naked or doing anything like that as a kid, but I would cover up. I would use my robe at that particular moment because my dad was around. And who wants their dad to see them like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, who wants to be in a space that could be perceived as anything else besides a father and daughter relationship? It's weird to me. It's weird, you know, mothers that kiss their sons in the mouth. I don't think, no, I'm going to kiss you on your cheek. I'm going to give you a kiss that's appropriate. I believe that certain things are reserved for couples, for mommy and daddy kiss on the lips. I kiss mommy, daddy on the cheek. What? When did it become something else? Lauren said they do look like a couple. Sis, I agree. I believe that they, when I, you know how you scrolling fast on Facebook. I'm like, I ain't even supposed to be on my phone. I'm supposed to be working and putting in invoices. And here I am, I'm on Facebook. And then you scroll past something and I scroll past it and I scroll back up. I'm like, that's a kid. Okay. And then the girl that shared it, the one that shared it where Z had shared it from her page first, and she just had the photo, right? She's like, you know, they were all in the comments like, you gonna get him popped off, CPS gonna be called, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, those are the possibilities. Because some stuff, if it looks a certain type of way, even if it's not like that, he could be the best father in the world. Nobody will take anything away from LaRon, okay? Nobody can take nothing away from LaRon. But LaRon, even if that's what you do, I probably wouldn't have pictured it. I wouldn't have done a picture or posted a picture like that. Any of my fathers, Auntie Tracy said, you ladies were raised by good parents. Great parents. Absolutely. Absolutely, Auntie Tracy. I agree. So it seems like we're all on the same page that it's a little bit weird. May not be anything bad or negative. I support a Black father showing love and embracing his Black daughter. It's nothing like it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. It's beautiful to be embraced by your parents in general. Okay. But I do not agree with the kissing on the lips. I think it's a little off-putting. I know what I do with my lips. You get what I'm saying? Like, I definitely would not go and kiss my father in his mouth. And I would certainly not want him to kiss me in mine. Please kiss me on my cheek. And I'm not even saying that to be on no other stuff. I'm sorry. I'm just being real. Let's have a real conversation. We grown. Lauren said, I have boys. I have to start having conversations about boundaries so they can start to understand everything. Personal space and respecting yourself and others. Absolutely. Absolutely. Auntie Tracy said, my bad, great. You get on my nerves. You stop it. Stop it. Yes, they were great. They were great. We come from a great line of ancestors, okay? So shout out to my grandparents, two of my great-great-grandparents, and my great-great-great-great-great-great-great. Great. Shout out to my people. No. So like I said, I think we all on the same page. And Lauren, I love the fact that you've got boys. So I would imagine that, like, that conversation is also gonna, it's gonna be a little bit different maybe from what it is with the boys. Like, it's like at a certain point, we don't want to see your wanker. You're not a baby anymore, cover up. Like, and I would imagine that those are hard conversations. But to me, the picture was, even if that was a picture that I had, I don't know if I would have shared that with the general public. I wouldn't have even taken the picture. I wouldn't have been the photographer. I wouldn't have been the person in the photo. I definitely wouldn't have been the people kissing. But yeah, inappropriate. Like, this is not a 3-year-old. You know, you see the little babies and they be like, oh, mommy, okay, that's fine. After a certain age, that's no longer appropriate. And she was definitely, she had aged out. I'm gonna leave it at that, though. Shout out to him for being a good father, though. Period. I mean, we're not gonna take away people being a good father. So we've arrived at that time of the night.
Thank you so much for all of my listeners for tuning in. And now it's time for the quote of the night.
It's time, baby. Y'all, this one's a good one. This is a good one. This was going to be centered around growth. I felt like I really wanted to do this one because as I was preparing for Darren to come on the show, I found myself, really just like thinking back because, I had questions and different things. And I'm like, this is my friend. I'm going to talk to my friend. But I remember when we had first reconnected with one another after we had kind of, we had grown up and there was so much time that had passed by, and just how our conversations were centered around growth, for both of our brands and how we could help one another and what we could do. And it was important to me to have a quote tonight that, really, really spoke to that. So I can't wait to share it with you all. Here we go. Everything will work out exactly how and when it's supposed to, regardless of how and when you may want it to. Let your faith in the journey be stronger than your doubts and fears. Be patient with yourself and your growth, knowing that good things always take time. Give yourself time and space to try things and explore different paths. You will get there one day. So don't forget to enjoy the journey too. That just did it for me. That was the one for me. I'm so thankful for Darren coming on the show tonight. So shout out to you, Darren. I know he's probably I know he's shaking and moving out here, but shout out to him, my friend. Seeing his growth, and it also being relational to my growth, because one thing I could say about him is that as he grew, he made sure that the people that were around him and that were within his realm and within his life, that we also leveled up to an extent. He was never selfish with anything, and he always helped us on our journeys. And that's why, I told him, like, I got to give you your flowers. And I really love that, because I tell you all the time, when I look at where the show is now versus where it was before, I mean, he said it. He was with me when the Wi-Fi wasn't working, like all types of stuff. I was in these other people's studios. People were barging in. Like, Darren was literally like around for all of those things. And I look at the growth and all of the things that have happened since then. And I can't do anything on some days but just sit back and smile, because I used to get in trouble at school for talking. I used to get in trouble. I used to always be on my report cards and everything. And now I'm just like, I get to talk for a living. I get to connect and I get to like have conversations with people. And this is what I do in my 9 to 5 and in my business. I get to connect with people all over the world. Like, yeah, I got listeners overseas. Oh my God. Like, when I think about the growth, okay, when I think about the fact that people used to cuss me out for even tagging them in my show, and the simple fact that I have not tagged anyone ever since me and Darren got back into it, he said, stop tagging them people and you better post on your business page. And I was so worried. I said, it's going to only get 3 views. And he's like, it doesn't matter. And that was the best thing that he could have did, because now I'm actually able to see. I'm just like, so wait a minute. Y'all in Ghana listening to the Blueprint Live? Shout out to the people that's listening from over there. What? We in Europe now? We're in Houston? We're in Jersey? We're in places that I've never even been. And I can honestly say that I've enjoyed the journey along the way, y'all. And it was some hard times. It was some hard lessons. Oh my God, it was so hard. And I don't say the Lord's name in vain. It was hard. It was many times I wanted to give up. I wanted to give up right before I got syndicated. I was so down. And I didn't know how I was going to go on. And it was like, that was the breakthrough that I needed. That was the reminder that I needed, that it's just like, stop doubting yourself and keep going forward. Okay. Keep going forward. So whatever it is that you got going on, it is going to work out the way that it's supposed to. And my auntie said I talk too much, and I do. and I don't care. Okay. I'm gonna keep coming back every week. Okay. And I'm also preparing y'all because y'all know August 18th through August 20 something, I'm gonna be on vacation, so I'm not gonna be here. I'm not gonna be around. So we getting it in these next few weeks. But again, I want to just thank Darren Brown for coming on the show. Shout out to him. Y'all make sure y'all go and follow him. Sign up. I mean, he's got master classes, he's got all types of things, and definitely check out his excerpt that he did with T-Mobile Business. Okay. If you haven't already, make sure that you're following the Blueprint Media Company on all platforms at the BP Media Co. And make sure that you're following me, your girl, MzMetchi. That is MzMetchi. You already know, okay, on all platforms. Make sure you run it up, share this live, drop your businesses, inbox me. I want to connect with you. If you got somebody that's a good candidate to come on the show, have them reach out to me. Like literally, I'm the booking agent as well. Okay, so we're gonna get you a date. We're gonna get you on the show to talk about what it is that you got going on. Make sure that you're shopping Lavish Looks. I already told y'all I got the free shipping going on right now. Okay, and I might run another sale. I might, we're gonna see how it goes. But you can do that at MzMetchi.com/shop. Shout out to Fluent Radio, Jams 95.3 FM, okay, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media. My amazing sponsors, Fiya Infusions, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, Black Dollar Days, and Paris Ice Bar. And shout out to my girl, Ms. Zeewiththetea, who was the one that got me our topic for tonight, okay? We got to love her. Lauren said, great show. Thank you so much. Auntie Tracy, I love you too. Thank you so much for tuning in. Your support means everything to me. And Lauren said, no, fantastic show. It is only fantastic because y'all was here rocking with me. So I love y'all so much. I'm coming back next week, y'all. We gonna have a good time. We're gonna get it in. So I love y'all. Be blessed. And I'll talk to you soon.